goal. That is a dream goal.
They found it. They finally found the goal they were looking for.
What a finish that is. Do not scratch your eyes. This is really happening.
Hello, Game and Frame fans. You are preparing for a WPSL match. This will be the first one for Penn Fusion. Kickoff is slated for 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll see you then.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game and Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalized approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division I programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
Welcome in fans of the Women's Premier Soccer League to a Mid-Atlantic Conference Colonial Division match between home side Penn Fusion in white and the away side Delaware Ospreys in the neon yellow. I'm Phil Boda with cameraman producer Isaac Jersey, and today's Game and Frame broadcast is sponsored by Umbro. You can head to umbroteam.com to start designing your team kit for free. Produced by Umbro, designed and worn by you. Teams are lining up here. Thought there might have been a national anthem, but no, looks like we'll get this one started early, which is quite fine because Penn Fusion Soccer Academy, a 6-time conference champion, is looking to reach the pinnacle once more, especially after a roller coaster of matches during the 2025 season. The last campaign ended with a 2-0 defeat against the Delaware Ospreys. It's only fitting that Penn Fusion starts this new season against their rivals. It's a new team, new look, and anything can happen as Penn Fusion kicks off their first match of this 2026 campaign. The Ospreys had one match already so far this season. They won that in a 5-3 affair against the Philadelphia Ukrainian Nationals. So what I'll be looking at for the away side is their defense, especially as they are running this 3-5-2 formation. So how are those defenders tracking back? How are they covering for one another? What does the defensive structure look like for the away side? On the flip, the home side in white, they'll be running a tried and true 4-3-3. We'll see what this new squad is looking like. I mean, the 6-time champion, they won the conference in 2024. As we mentioned, 2025, not always their way. It was a 5-5 season. Started off really rough and then a winning streak towards the end, but not enough to get them to the top of the table. So we'll see what this new campaign holds for them. The goalkeepers are also players I'll be looking at as a goalkeeper myself. It's a start we've seen before. Stack one side of the pitch off the kickoff and long ball, see if there's anybody that can gather, but the ball maybe too far ahead. Penn is on running offensive forwards for the away side. Penn Fusion, their first opportunity on the ball now. Can they work it out of the back successfully? That's Bethany Bowden, the goalkeeper. Can't find the outlet pass, and that gives Ospreys an opportunity. They run into the box. They go for the shot, and that's blocked. Have to work it out here as the Ospreys crowd the field. Some physicality now. Wiggle themselves through. Still the Ospreys get that one back in their clutches. They're in the box now. Good shields. We'll keep it out of harm's way. That was Fisher, number 3. Able to usher it back to Bowden. High press. How can the release valve be turned? That would be a good opportunity for the home side. Nice long ball up. Skips by the defense, and that's a very fast Penn Fusion player. And that is Sage Seltzer, the captain of the squad. She's wearing the armband today. Goes for a shot. Also blocked, still with it. Tries to square it. The opportunity denied. The Ospreys desperate to clear their lines, and a good step forward keeps them pinned in for now. The outlet pass, it's a foot race. Some good physicality. Maintain the possession for now. That was a good opportunity for Penn Fusion. Now going for another long ball over the top. This is that back 3. The communication must be sound. The back pass to the goalie puts him in an awkward position. That is Grace Keene, the goalkeeper for the Ospreys. She's the captain as well. Change of field, but only as far as the opposition. Penn Fusion fight to get it back. Clipped up, but maintaining some balance there. Well done. That's Colith, number 8. Mara was driving inside. Mara Fisher, of course. Got that one nicked away. Some stout defending, though, from Colith. But still with the Ospreys, it remains. Over the midfield line they go. Great outlet pass into the channel. They're cutting inside. Fisher must communicate with the rest of her back line. Sends one to go. That one's blocked. And the heat taken out. Bowden will get it in her clutches. One-two pass. Once again, only as far as an Ospreys player. Fusion. Found themselves in a little bit of pressure. An outlet pass. But the defense caught out for the Ospreys. Could this be an opportunity for a counterattack? Some magic on that ball. The curvature not enough, but the 21's going at it. It'll be poked back to the goalkeeper, and Grace will clear the lines. That was an on-running Tegan Harkins. We'll be seeing a lot of her on the ball. That outlet for the Penn Fusion side. Saw how much pace Sage has, just right beyond the defenders. Cuts it back. Didn't cut it back far enough. And on running Lily Phillips, I believe. Looking for that one. Lily Phillips, the block. Can she cut it back? She can. The defense is there. Be a throw-in for Penn Fusion. This one will go to Laura Maxon. Good cut in for Colith. Fisher. Spying up the field. Good cut in. That is Ava McCluskey. Last minute addition to the roster. Trying to fight on through. Harkins was, and that will go back. And a diving effort from Grace Keene. Will parry that wide. That was tough. She was looking for it to go one way, had to adjust quickly. Dove to the other side. That's that footwork training that you do in the goalkeeper. Every time you see your goalkeeper walk away from the rest of the unit going to the net, that's what they're doing. The first corner of the match for Penn Fusion is just a short one. Better angle. That will deflect off the defender once more. They try to cut it back. Near post defense works out this time. Fisher with 2 on him. Try to get it back to Fisher. Too far behind her. Okay, good set piece from the home side. Confusing the defense a touch. The Ospreys now. Just give that one away. Great use of the frames from both teams to get possession of the ball. Ospreys working it up cleanly. That final pass, though, not doing it. Here's Lauren Maxson. Send it back to Bowden. This is Amber Baker. Has a lot to do so far in the defense. Has been that facilitator we've seen. Here's McCluskey. Was that one on? No, it was not. Harkins, just a touch offsides. The IR will raise their flag in this instance. You can see how quickly Penn Fusion can turn when the opportunity arises. Ospreys push it forward. Fortunate, not on. That is Biemima. Go back to Bowden, and here's Baker. Tried to curl it in, curled it out instead. Penn Fusion communicating. How can they find the right marks? Ospreys go to the channel. Not the right pass. Quickly back into play, but maybe too quick. Every player vying for it. Harkins will be the one who gets it away. Kolith being tugged on, harried from all angles. This is Maxson. Push it on to the captain. Using that speed once again, tries to cut it inside. Defense collapsing nicely. I was wondering to see how they would support their back three and your sheer numbers, but how long can that last? Their bench is light, the Ospreys. Only 3 members sitting on the opposite pine. So if you want your team to hustle, do they have enough in the tank? Baker stops up the counterattack. Well done. Baker again seems to be that focal point of the back line. She was not even playing that side of the pitch, just happened to be there. Or is there a tactical switch now? Baker on the right-hand side. McCluskey intercepts. Phillips with the turn back to McCluskey, who's on running. Looking for a pass. Gets it caught up between her feet. Fortunate counterattack goes awry. Ospreys with their turn on the ball. It's a foot race now. Baker, the one there. She clears the lines again. The stands continue to fill in the Meridian Bank Field in Downingtown, Pennsylvania. They are here to cheer on their home side. But the Delaware Ospreys, it's not too far of a drive, about an hour or so. Come from Delaware myself, so makes sense that either side of the stadium is packed some with red, some with blue. Quick equipment check for the teams. We get started again, this time the Ospreys with a throw-in. That one deflected, fortunately out of bounds for Penn Fusion. Can they get out of a troublesome situation? Bowden, oftentimes they send it back to her and she just has to clip it on forward just like this. Gives a 50-50 opportunity. Lily Phillips couldn't track the ball well enough. Great tackle from the Ospreys. Just to make sure the counterattack doesn't come to fruition. Here's Fisher. Fisher launches it. That's Phillips to clip it back. It'll ping off the ref. We'll get that free kick. Shouts to maintain possession from the side in white. Coleth finds Fisher on running. She had her head up immediately, wanted Harkins to go. Fortunately, Grace Keene is there, quick off the line. Baker's impressed me greatly thus far. Just seems to be everywhere on the pitch, denying opportunity after denying opportunity. It's Taylor Couture on the chase. Fisher now with it again. Heavily playing this left side is the Fusion. Now they decide to switch. They were practicing some of these long balls in the warm-ups. Just too far from Axon though. The Ospreys seem to be working it through number 2. That's Mia Abbey, who's got 2 goals so far on the season, so rightly so. Seems to be the star player for their squad. The Ospreys now with an opportunity, but Baker gets in the way. Still, fortunately it falls. This time, an in-swinging ball clatters into Fisher, puts her body on the line. Ospreys ran out of steam there and just kick it out of bounds. Fusion has some trouble working it out of the back. Let's see if this time will be successful. That's the look. Stelzer is there. Of course, the pace in those legs. That's a beauty of a ball. Maybe too heavy, though, for Harkins. It is a turf field, after all. We know how quickly the ball can run. That's a great play. Great understanding of how those two want to work together. I feel like the back three has been pressured to touch. I want to see some more of those cutting runs from Harkins. Maybe get another member up there like McCluskey. Really try to stretch that back line. Allow Harkins to make a free run. Baker can slot that one perfectly. And now counter-attacking opportunity. Ospreys gifted. Baker looking to make amends. Will they go for a tackle? They will. And it'll be the first corner of the match for the away side. Let's see what they bring to bear on their set piece. A bunch for the Ospreys flocking to that center circle point. Good zone defense from the Fusion. People rise and fall. An acrobatic kick. It's a turn. It's a smack. It's a ping off defense. Another ball tossed into the mixer. Offsides. Not the case. That was a tough ball to handle. It'll go over the fence. So interesting zone defense on that set piece for the Fusion. Going up against a bunch attack. It seems like it's not a like for like. In those instances, you want to go for the person-to-person mark so we no one gets lost in the shuffle. Fortunate the ball not in the back of the net that time. Fusion want to work it out of the back again. Outlet. Fisher doesn't reach her. This is the third or fourth time these outlet balls not found the mark. Good step over, cuts it in. Only to the feet of Baker, however. Great aggression from the Ospreys. They keep it locked in. Bowden the call, Bowden the grab. Almost ran into her own player. Been on that end a couple of times. Benima. Stelzer. Back to Bowden it goes. Ospreys content to let him have it here. No press this time. They know that's that third pass to kind of break the lines has not been there for him. Benima trying everything she can to move the ball forward. Kolith puts McCluskey in an awkward spot. She's got to battle through a couple. Looks for a pass. Here's Lily Phillips. She gets dragged on the jersey, but the Cruyff move to get out of the danger. Great balance and agility from the midfielder. Here's Fisher. Cuts it inside to Colter. She looks to switch the field. Seltzer, the captain. Cutting inside, could have a shot from range. She goes! You like the attempt, and it was deflected, of all things. That will be a second corner for the team in white. Lily Phillips will stand over it now. A bunch. This time, a line bunch on the set piece. Let's see the delivery. It's good. Makes Grace Keene work for it. Cross, it was a fine cross, but didn't work with the bunch. If you're going to bunch, you want to go for the center circular, aim for where the runners will go. Baker, so stalwart in the back. Denies another opportunity. Sends it out for a goal kick. Well, folks, been enjoying this game so far, and if you're a fan of the WPSL, we've got a couple of matches up for you from Game and Frame. Tomorrow, that is 5:31, we've got Love City FC versus Fever SC. That's at 3 p.m. Eastern. That's also part of the Mid-Atlantic Conference Colonial Division. And we also have on 6/2, that's Penn Fusion versus FC Monmouth at 7 p.m., also part of the Mid-Atlantic Conference Colonial Division. I'll be on the call for that as well. Here's Seltzer. Cuts it back. Been looking for that center spot. It's a shot! Oh, my word. Colter did not believe her luck. Trying to get anything on that, and it was almost in the goal. Conversation from the back line of the Fusion. See if they've strategized something here to break the deadlock. Not in this instance. Miyabi. Star looking to shine. Baker once again is there. This is Casey Foreman now. Haven't seen too much action from that right side of the field. It's all been up this left channel once again with Fisher. Tries for the stop and go. I'll send it back to Baker again. Here's Phillips. Clips it up. Just too far beyond the runners. They were peeking, waiting for the right opportunity. That's what you have to do. How do you freeze these back three in place? Maybe beat them with your pace. Good step up for Benima. Still the Ospreys maintain possessions. That's a dangerous ball. Not fully cleared. Will it have time to grow? No, but it will roll out for a corner. The second one for the away side. zone defense from the Fusion. No bunch this time from the Ospreys. Let's see how they handle it. It's a lofted ball to the center. Away is the call. Maybe a touch late from Bowden. Didn't want to fight through the traffic, and makes sense. Good defense from the Ospreys to make sure no counterattack could come through. Fisher. Couldn't find the intended mark and almost gave up another shot on. Fusion calling for the switch, just couldn't find the opportunity. Here's McCluskey. Phillips now. You know, she's got some fancy footwork. Fisher to move the ball forward. Harkins on that left side, just feet on the touch, waiting for the pass to come to her, never did. Foreman on to step two, has to deal with the collateral damage. That's a great outlet run, but that leaves the defense a touch exposed if a counterattack comes through. The Ospreys, though, looking for their opportunity. That's fine, no handball. Still maintains with the away side. Can they get another cross in? They can. That one on the doorstep. Oof. Beads of sweat wiped from Bowden's brow. That was a close call. Substitutes being called for the Ospreys. Or dumped to the turf, but a fine challenge. Brave defending from the Ospreys. It had to be because Harkins had the eye for goal. Third corner now for the home side. Will this one pay dividends? Another bunch on that penalty spot. Let's see if the delivery is different. Grace Keene called into action once again. Punches it, but maybe not far enough. Harkins! Oh my goodness. What a diving effort from Grace Keene. Goalie in orange just flashing in the night. Some substitutes now. Captain Sage taken off. Baker takes a breather. Let's see if that makes any adjustments to that defensive line. They're going to have to communicate. Foreman, fortunate to be in the right spot. Here's a substitute. Gets onto the ball. Got a full head of steam as well. Harkins gets a little get back, but it's offsides. She receives the pass. That was number 29, Maya Bright, who had that breaking run. Harkins, that'll be her last effort for potentially the half. Coulter, same for her. That's number 26 now, takes that forward spot. That's Becca Miller. And on this leftward wing, we got Ava Rabitz. Ospreys don't care too much for substitutes. They're going for it now. Great turn. But there you go. Called in the action is Maya Bruce, who stops that one up. Maya Bright with an immense amount of pace. Explosive. How many runs can she do? This has been the golden patch of grass for the Ospreys, it seems. Trying to work the ball to it every time. Here's McCluskey to Fisher. Has to work between two and does. By Bruce. Vanima. Bowden puts it up. Gently brought down by McCluskey. Well done. Phillips, the facilitator. Plenty of options. Does she pick the right one? Rabitz wants to cut inside, goes beyond a lunging challenge. Finds Phillips again. Turns to the center, but everyone was further in the box. Casey Foreman, head down. An early cross in. Who will rise? That's a push, maybe some elbows as they're jockeying for position. All right, with some physicality, it's fine. Some of those 50-50 challenges, both teams put themselves in line for the ball. But that one, it's a good call there. Coleth kind of running into the back. Trying to find that golden space again was Keene. Bruce calling the shots. It's in between both of the on-running strikers. McCluskey cuts it back, but everyone was looking forward. Phillips doggedly after that one, wants to keep it in the offensive third. Ospreys maybe a chance to counterattack. Great poke check there from Bruce. Snuffs out the danger for now. McCluskey puts that one out of bounds. Still maintained with the Ospreys as they inch their way up the field. Good throw. Vanima must use all of her size. Keep that one for her side, and she does. That one will go out. Will be a corner. That was a tough situation for the Fusion to work out of. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite him now as the third corner for the side in yellow. Ball's up. That penalty spot. Nobody was there really for either side. That was just a flailing kick from the Ospreys, and it'll go wide. Coleth coughs it up, and that's a shot on. Whew. That was rocketed at the keeper. Able to parry that one down and smother it. Well done from Bowden, but not out of the woods yet. Needs maybe find another strategy to work it out of the back. Fortunate for this time, Maya Bright on the run. Phillips, can she find a friend? Here's McCluskey. Pokes it on forward. Rabitz sends it back to McCluskey. That first touch let her down, or did it? Ospreys fortunate to intercept that pass. Ball to break the lines. Bruce out of position now. Vanima has to go stride for stride. A sliding challenge will force the cross wide and a goal kick. Bruce on the back end of that play, tossed to the turf. A little shaken, she gets up. Coleth again, this time with Green ahead of her. Taking all the space given, didn't pick out the right pass at a few jerseys. Waiting for the ball. Fortunately, McCluskey is there. Back and forth we go. The Ospreys want to get the ball in the back of the net, of course. All right, Casey Foreman, a good challenge. Another opportunity in the offensive third for the Ospreys. Let's see if they can convert. Pass off target. Willie Phillips will pick it up. Colonial. Fighting onwards. Can she pick out the right pass this time? Tries to push it, but on the wrong side. And the defense, big once again. That was a tough challenge. Very courageous from the back three. Physical at that as well. Now the Fusion, this is their first game of the 2026 campaign. Want to have it off to a good start, of course. Points will be in their future. But all of the 2025 season, they lost to the Ospreys. 1-0 in their first meeting, 2-0 in their second. Can they rewrite the history today? So far, it's been quite the back and forth affair. Good opportunities from either side. Now, I am liking these kits. Isaac, my cameraman, producer, from the side of the Ospreys, that neon yellow shining nicely on this Saturday afternoon. If you want to make your own kits, you can definitely head over to umbroteam.com to start designing your team kit for free. Produced by Umbro, designed and worn by you. Another corner for Penn Fusion. Make it 4 in this first half. This time from the opposite side of the field. McCluskey will be the one to stand over it. Phillips is there. Maybe they'll go short, find a better angle. They'll go long. It's a lofted ball. That's where the bunch was, but no longer. Both teams rise. The Ospreys will fall with the ball. Casey, good patience. Send it back to Fisher now. Finds the outlet pass, it's Rabitz. Cutting one way, cutting the other, goes for the cross and denied at the doorstep. Pushed out for another corner, the 5th. Willie Phillips will take it from this side. That's a good ball. Somebody's got to get onto it, and it will. They nodded home. Penn Fusion, the goal. Eden Vanima, the score. The defender uses her size and capability to get the ball in the back of the net. It was only a matter of time. 5 corners, too costly to give up. And the set piece works to perfection. Nothing Grace Keene could do. That was a point-blank shot. Tried to go for a reaction save, but not quick enough. Of all the things, defense for the Ospreys have held strong, but set piece has been their undoing. Feels like right at the end of the half almost. Only a few minutes remaining. That's a great time to score. You go in the locker room with a great head of steam. Coughed up in a dangerous position again. A long-ranged effort. Bowden will get the final tip on it and send it out for a corner. Can the Ospreys rebuttal now with their opportunity on a set piece? That'll be the 4th corner of the match for them. Ball lifted up. Bowden, the punch. Doesn't get too far. Unfortunately, the defense is there to help her out. Lily Phillips, the maestro of the midfields. Great footwork. Find Becca Miller. Phillips not done yet. Is that a Kevin De Bruyne-like pass? Almost! Calls Grace Keene into the action, the sliding save. So Maya Bright was right there. Nice work from Casey Foreman, barreling through, picks up the pieces, finds Rabitz in a great bit of space. First touch to send it back. The defense does well to intercept that one. Trio of subs for the Ospreys and a duo of subs for the home side. It's always good to have unlimited substitution rotations, gets everybody more touches on the ball, especially in a league such as this. You want to get some visibility. Never know who might be in the crowd watching. Stelzer back in. You know, she's got jet fuel in those legs. See how she handles the left side of the pitch this time. Ospreys. They do have Mia Abbey on the run. 2 goals so far to her name. Can she make it 3? Vanima doing everything on both ends of the pitch. Put body on the line once again. Maya Bright, nobody up that far. She'll give it back over to the Ospreys. What do they do to work it out of their defensive third? Touched on. Tried to slot that one through for Mia Abbey, just too far ahead. Foreman. Colter gets back in. It's a push down, but no call made. Miyabi goes for the curler. That was blocked. Tried to go for the clear. Bounced off of Bruce. We'll go for a corner, the 5th one now for the Ospreys. Corner after corner for both of these squads. It just means we have a lot of action on our hands, folks. You know the Ospreys can score. Can they do it here? This one in a dangerous area, the back post. Mishandled. That was a golden opportunity to feel. Anima will be called to the bench. A great shift for her. Definitely deserves the rest. And we have Maxon in her stead and take the place in that defensive line. Foreman. Bowden. Maxon immediately called into a lot of work right off the rip. Fortunately, can't clear it. This sends it to the Ospreys. They've had it these kind of plays multiple times. That's a great ball through. And a roll calmly to Bowden. They have to be wary of those kind of through balls, however. Stelzer. Here's Bruce. To Bowden. How does the fusion work? This is where you have to move. You have to check in and show. Stelzer on the line. Becca Miller with the ball in front. Pushes it forward to Maya Bright. Has a 1v1 situation. Goes for the step over. Goes for 2. Goes for the shot. And it's blocked. And on the back end of that play, Maya Bright just a shove in the back. That'll be a foul. Got to keep a cool head out there, of course. Maybe a bit frustrated. Her opportunity wasn't golden enough. Ospreys switching the field off the free kick. Literally that golden patch on the turf is what they're aiming for now as the sun begins to set. I'm sure we'll be playing under the lights in the second half. That's always my favorite thing. Stadiums such as this. I'm sure the players enjoy it too. Sage. Polef Did not want that one. Got it anyway. Was able to make the turn, but not able to find the pass. Coach for the Fusion urging their team forward. They have to hold a good line. That's one thing we haven't really seen too much. Not many offside flags being raised. Good challenge from Colter. Clatters into her opposite number. The Ospreys will come up with it. Couple of runners here to pick from. Picks the goalkeeper out instead. Got about 5 minutes or so left in this one. It's been an exciting first half. Truly a back and forth affair. The Ospreys want to level it before the whistle sounds, of course. This might be an opportunity for them. Confusion in the back. That's what happens when you make a lot of substitutes to your defensive line. Some in the midfield, some of your strikers, sure, but the defense, there's a certain bond that you have, communication that needs to be true. Keep your line intact. Colter. Lily Phillips. Turns and passes it up. Grace Keene knows she needs to be an extra defender back there, basically. Maybe unintentionally finds a friend. Maxon to Bowden. Bowden, the passes just have not been pinpoint. That's something she'll have to work on. They're trying to distribute out of the back like that. She's been called in action a number of times, and maybe might be in the danger zone. It will be another corner. This time the Ospreys take the lead in that stat. Stelzer, the captain, coordinating how the defense should be lined up for this set piece. Another lofted ball up. Tried to be knotted away from Maxon. Another shot laid in. Everybody vying for it. Last touched off an Osprey player. Will go out for a goal kick. Time continues to dwindle down. Penn Fusion okay with that as they're currently in the lead, 1-0, of course. They want to make a statement in this win against a rival. If they can get more than one, all better for it. Coleth dodging a couple challenges. Finds Casey Foreman in a pocket of space. That ball too tough to handle, and she has to do something about it. Gets up quick after that challenge and sends Maya Bright on the chase. Forces the Ospreys just to kick it out of bounds. Maybe one final attack for the home side. Lily Phillips. Colter. Maya Bright now. This is the danger zone. Goes for a cross in. Becca Miller, that first touch layoff to Colter. Too light. That could have been a wonderful opportunity. Here's Bruce. Coleth. Becca Miller on the turn. Colter. Fortunate to get it away. Coleth with a long-ranged effort. Just over the bar. Okay, take that. Coleth saw her name in lights. Fortunately not turned on just yet. So maybe in the second half, a wonder goal from the midfielder. Casey Foreman with another step. Just going through every challenger, doesn't matter. Now a foul will be called. an unstoppable force, number 25. Nodded on Bruce, called in action. Could have a long-range effort from the Ospreys. Didn't get all of that, unfortunately, on the shot. Easily picked up from Bowden. Will this outlet pass be better? Bowden says, please do not pass to me. I heard the no-no-nos from here. The press from the Ospreys causing some wrinkles for Penn Fusion. They find the outlet now. Maya Bright. It's a good step up for the team in yellow. Still some work to do yet, however. Becca Miller with another turn. No foul that time. Lily Phillips with some wonderful moves again. Another long-range shots. Colter got a piece of that. Keen to get us restarted. Battle from Rabitz, and that will be the last action of this first half. And it'll end with 1 goal for Penn Fusion, 0 for the Delaware Ospreys, and we hope you stick around for a halftime presentation. We'll see you in 15.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University, and I play forward. The salt air case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards, so I know that they're together, and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer, and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game & Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division I programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
That's what's more important to me. Because mid-game is always tough.
Has that happened to you yet? Welcome back, Women Premier Soccer League fans, to the second half of Penn Fusion versus the Delaware Ospreys. Our first half was a pretty equal contest between these two, but it was an on-running run from Eden Benima off a corner kick to score the header and break the deadlock between these sides around the 35-minute mark. Now, there's been 11 corners between these two teams in that first half. We'll see if there's more crosses inbound in the second. Penn Fusion looking to start their first game of this 2026 campaign with a win. So far in the driver's seat. However, the Ospreys, they know what it takes to find victory. Scored 5 goals in their last game, which was on Monday. So they know how to get the ball in the back of the net. Let's see if they can turn the tides in this second half. The whistle is sound, and here we go. Will be Penn Fusion to get us going. Now, if you're just joining us, Penn Fusion, they are your home side. They are running a 4-3-3. Delaware Ospreys, a 3-5-2. That was Harkins. Started the first half, was taken off halfway through. Now starting again, looking for those back shoulder runs once more. Haven't seen too many offside flags raised. That's only the second one. Grace Keene, the goalkeeper for the Ospreys, and the captain, has done a fantastic job. It's only that point-blank header that went beyond her. Had some good saves, has to fight through the box in some of those corners. He's done well. Defense with some hefty challenges to make sure they keep this score not out of hand. Stelzer, the captain, number 11 for Penn Fusion, on the chase there. We'll have the throw. Finds Maya Bright. Get the ball back for herself. Goes into the box. Lays it off. There's McCluskey. That one gets halted up and cleared. Ball bouncing around to and fro. It's a foot race. Bruce first there. We'll have a new goalkeeper in the net. It was Bowden in the first half. And this is Ella Papinga, who will be in between the pipes for the second. We'll see Bowden had some trouble clearing the lines as they were trying to work it out of the back. We'll see if Papinga will be any different, but first it's the defense. I have to do some work here. They'll usher it out for a goal kick. Papinga's first involvement in this game. Baker back on the pitch. Can't get it to Stelzer, and out for a throw. Ball rattles out once again. Stay with the Ospreys. Baker standing tall with the cross. Gets through. Bruce denies the danger. Ospreys running after it. They get a shot on. Easy for Papinga to gather up. The distribution is what I'll be looking for from this new goalkeeper. Lex for the punt, straight down the midfield. Harkins sandwiched between two. Handball, but not called as the advantage given. Foreman with it now. Finds a good cut back to Harkins. Good touch up. Puts it on the spot for Maya. That was a great connecting play between the two strikers. Even better defense. They've been in the right places at the right time. The back three for Delaware Ospreys. And wouldn't you have it, folks? Another corner. Number 6 rather, for Penn Fusion. Going for this quadruple stack on the penalty spot. Now finding their marks. In a great position and into the back of the net. It's a goal. Penn Fusion, they double the lead. I didn't even see who that knocked off of. There was just a ton of bodies vying for it in the middle of the box. It somehow went into the upper 9. Penn Fusion won't care how it goes in as long as it does. And that is off of 2 corners, 2 goals. Set pieces have been the key to the success for the home side. Another kick and run tactic. Stelzer is there and will win the throw. We talked about the rivalry between these teams. Penn Fusion won every game to go their way in the conference this time around. Off to a good start here. Fisher couldn't hang on to that one. We'll roll out of bounds. Possession given over to the Ospreys. Baker staying grounded, loses that fight. Colith, though, is there. Help pick up the pieces. Ospreys trying to find a danger area. Still going forward in this attacking third. How do they find a good point of attack? Won't be through Baker. Ospreys go again. Great work from the captain. A hustle play from her, and another corner will be awarded. And this is number 7. There we go. For the Ospreys, will be a lucky number for them. No bunch this time. The shirt's scattered near post. And a great defensive header from Bruce, and that will rise up and meet the hand of an Osprey player. The foul will be called. The lights now have been switched on, but we don't need them. Sun is still in the skies. It slowly sets behind us. It's good for my cameraman producer, Isaac Jersey. No more glare on our camera today. Bruce to Foreman. Can't get around the defender. Anima. Great work to make sure no runner makes it past her. Harkins wants the ball back, wants to go for goal. Good defensive rotation from the Fusion. Bruce tracking back. That's a great one on the doorstep, and that will go in the volley. True for the Ospreys. A lifeline extended. You felt like it was only a matter of time before the goal started coming for the away side. The low cross popped up and then popped in. We'll see if that affects the mentality of Penn Fusion. That goal scored by Desiree Zapata. That is her 2nd goal of the season. Been in a couple of those danger areas on the left-hand side. Good runs from Zapata. Maya dragged around. McCluskey pushed down. But all is fair in the game of soccer, apparently, and then we go forward. Ospreys with some life in their wings. Another shot could be on. Papinga dives and saves. Not enough power on that one to trouble the goalkeeper. That high press from the Ospreys really causing some problems. Baker mishandles and coughs it up. Couple good step overs, but a great poking challenge from Baker wins the throw. Fisher to Baker. Manima gets that one plucked away from her, and that was almost a penalty kick. Oh, but it goes the other way. Zapata gets the foul called on her instead. Manima very fortunate in that instance. I feel like that one could have gone either way. Papinga to Foreman. Good trap to move the ball onwards. Breaks some ankles there now, McCluskey. Tries to feed on Foreman. Were they offsides? Yes, she was. The powerhouse Foreman charging once again. Good goal kick there from Keene. The Ospreys with a bit of momentum, looking to level the sides. Ball far wide, denied from Venema. Corner kick number 8. Not that many members in the box. Maybe they're looking to put it far post. See if the ball can get there. Rises. Far post it makes. And that was a snap header. It was always going wide, however. Foreman. Kolith. Good defensive effort from the Ospreys. So I like the way this back three is working. They have their wing backs kind of charging, pushing forward, finding these challenges, and some of the defensive midfields actually fall back. So just like this ebb and flow, how they are rotating up the channels. Good tackle there. Penn Fusion can't hold on to it for long. Ospreys, they win it back. Here's the goal scorer, Zapata. Dangles a couple, slips a ball on through. The shot is on. Save, Papinga. Gets low quick. Denies that opportunity, but that was well worked from the Ospreys. Looking in some form in this second half. They had some good words in the locker room, I suppose, some different strategy. For this 45 minutes, another ball over the top. Baker racing onto it. It's a shoulder-to-shoulder battle. There's a good physical challenge. You like to see it. McCluskey keeps her head up. Finds the wrong side of Maya Bright. Ospreys can't keep it in. Fortunate for Penn Fusion, they get another attempt. Seltzer. The throw. McCluskey challenges in. Baker intercepts once more. Ball out before the last touch of the Ospreys, so it'll stay the away side. See how they work in tight corridors. The Abbey with the turn. Fisher on the recovery run, closes it down. Venema stands him up, gets the ball to her feet, releases Sage Seltzer. Sage very fast. Has to be dragged down to get the ball away from her. Maya Bright now with it. Sends it back to the captain. The pass off the mark. That was a 1-2, give and go. You like to see these two combining. Can be very lethal on this right-hand side. Maya Bright again. Turns for the cross. It goes out of bounds. I would have liked Maya to turn that around toward the corner flag, send it back down the channel, maybe have Fisher rise up, pick it up, then swing the ball to the opposite side. It was a tight angle for the cross. We'll have a sub. Baker will take a breather. We'll have Maxon in on this right-hand side. Fisher gets a touch on that one, sends it right to Maxon, who gives it over. Ospreys with plenty of numbers forward. That will be slipped on through, but the flag will rise. That is fortunate. Penn Fusion stepped at the right opportunity, forced the flag to go. Ospreys, definitely some fire under them. They've been hustling to every ball, rising to every challenge. That's what any coach wants to see their players doing. Can Fusion climb to meet them? That's the question. Bruce to Maxon. That one closed down quickly from the goal scorer. Stelzer. Harkin fighting for this, running through every challenge. Harkin desperate for the ball. They haven't been able to find her. This is attacking player. Whoa, what a shot there from the Ospreys. Will go wide once more. If I'm the coach for the Ospreys, I'm thinking, how do I unlock Harkins at this point? We've been working the channels. We've been seeing the sides swing to swing. We haven't worked it through the middle. Harkins going around these defenders and these back shoulder runs, but the ball just not finding her there. Papinga. It's a great lofted ball. Intended target is Harkins. That one does reach her. Maya Bright lays it off. It's too far ahead, but there's Harkins. Gets dragged down. And the ref calls it away. Are you kidding me, says the crowd. Casey Foreman. She almost gets tripped up, but undominable is she. Sage, the captain, cuts in, cuts around, clips it on the shots. That was a prime opportunity. Foreman was there for it. A little too hot to handle. Keene looks upfield, sends it into the mixer, and it'll go the way of Penn Fusion. They're on the attack. Lily Phillips back on the pitch. Coleth, we know she'll go for a shot from distance. Maya Bright on the recovery run. Look at her go with a sliding challenge, gets all of the ball, and leaves it for Maxon to clean up. Seltzer to Maya Bright, working both ends of the field. A nutmeg of all things. Oh, upended is Lily Phillips. Lily Phillips in some pain. Can hear the owls. Her hip hurting. The wind knocked out of her for sure. This is not a player you want to see injured. She gets up, but landing on turf is not fun. It's basically concrete under that artificial grass. They will go out for a throw-in. The Ospreys get together, confer, and then back at it. The referee, we'll see if he changes his mindset. A couple of calls. Especially now as the Score is almost even. Tension's rising. Got to keep the lid on it. You don't want Penn Fusion now to start fouling in an aggressive manner. And it makes an awkward situation. Throw. Harkins pings off her and out of bounds. Maya Bright forces the turnover. Stelzer to Harkins. Stelzer again. Tough corridor. Stelzer working well. Maya Bright. Coleth. Maxon. Too tight in the channel. It'll go out of bounds. That attack stopped up. We will have a substitute. Coleth, that'll be her first rest of this game. Worked all of the first half and most of the second. Harkins will take a spot on the bench as well. I'll put Becca Miller up top. That's Taylor Colter, who's now entered. Great header from Maxon. Releases the captain, Sage Seltzer. That ball just flicked away. Great control from Fisher. Keeps possession for her side. Papinga. How will she distribute? Finds Bruce. Benima. Great job under pressure. There should be some olays from these fans. It's the one-touch passing sublime. And that is how you work the soccer ball around the field. Foreman now. Switches it to Sage. She's got a few step-overs in her repertoire. Here's one. The defender, an excellent job. She gets knocked off the line. The ball out of bounds. Sage quick to it. Intelligence to manage the throw-in. That's a wonderful scorpion touch. A cross in. And the cross stopped. Ospreys were quite desperate in that exchange. Apparently last deflected off a yellow jersey, and it'll stay for Penn Fusion. Lily Phillips just flicks it on. And out of bounds it goes. Okay. The temperature has certainly maybe dropped outside, but risen on the field for sure. Players are getting into it. Makes for some good entertainment. The handball not called as it bounces off the pitch. Ospreys will take that and keep on running. Foreman cuts that one out and lessens the danger. Mia, a one-time volley over the crossbar. We know the full press from the Ospreys is their main strategy in these situations. It's just about moving the ball more quickly. That's how you get away from the press. They're doing that now. Here's Bruce. Lily Phillips tried to turn it upfield. The Ospreys with an opportunity on the ball, and they give it up promptly. Lily Phillips again. Clips it up to Maya Bright. We've seen a couple step-over moves from her, but we'll send it back to Sage. Looks for the cross, maybe the long-range shot. That one was always rising, and over the bar it goes. The crowd, though, pleased with the captain's effort. Now, folks, we have a couple other games happening as part of the WPSL. We have one tomorrow. That's 5:31. That's Love City FC versus Fever SC. That's at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Of course, right here on Game and Frame on YouTube. And then on June 2nd, we have Penn Fusion SA versus FC Monmouth. That's at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'll be on the call for that, so we hope you tune in once again on YouTube with Game and Frame. Like, follow, subscribe so you can catch all the WPSL action for this 2026 season. Looks like we'll have another set of substitutes. This time Lily Phillips, a little gingerly, will be jogging off the field. Rest well deserved. Maya Bright had some bright spots in that, some lethal opportunities. Couldn't convert them, but you feel like the goal is coming. Coleth will be back on the field. Barely a breather for her. Then we have Ava Rabitz, number 28, taking that spot at the top. Foreman. Becca Miller. Tried to find a friend, but gave it up instead. This time, it's the Ospreys who will make some changes as we reach about the midway point of this second half. The momentum has certainly swung either way in this second half. First, it was the Ospreys, then Penn Fusion. Now, as we've reached maybe a lull with the substitutes, with a series of throw-ins, who will claim the speed? Who will get the acceleration back on their side? That was a deft turn from the Ospreys in a dangerous area. Couldn't find the outlet pass. Maxon, the clear. Maxon to Papinga, forced to just smack that one away. Sage doing everything she can to get the ball back for her side, and does force it to go all the way back to Grace Keene. Trying to break the lines with a long ball forward. Does go beyond Bruce, has to recover into this one. Tries to deny the cross, and will. That will fall neatly to Papinga. That's an easy save. Papinga distributes out here to Maxon. Tons of green in front. Tries to cut it inside to Sage. Intersected is that one. Zapata has one goal. Ooh. And dumped to the turf. This one called, and that's a dangerous spot right at the top of the arc of the 18. This, I feel like, will be our first set piece of the entire match. We've seen a lot of corner kicks, set piece in its own right, but a free kick one. Let's see what the team's got. Zapata standing over it. You feel like she's going right for goal. Zapata, shot on and shot in, a brace. Zapata will level the sides. Easy as you like, calm as you like, steps up and rifles it. We have ourselves a game 2-2. How do Penn Fusion respond? And here we go. About 20 minutes remaining. So tons of time in this match, folks. Hold on to your seats. Becca Miller. Ospreys working it up and working it out of bounds. like Maya Bright will get back on the field quite quickly. Just a short rest. Becca Miller will take a seat. McCluskey will return to the field as Fisher will exit. Bodies flying out there. Get the ball back in their possession. Here's Bruce to McCluskey. First touch, let her down. This is what Maya Bright is here for. These kinds of plays. Great challenge. The ball just laid out there for someone to gather. It will be Penn Fusion to do so. Sage finding a friend. It's Maya Bright. Puts it back to her to give and go. Had an opportunity to drop it. Puts it on a dime. Oh, Ravitz was there. Just couldn't get all of it. Grace Keene hasn't faced too many shots in this second half. Ooh, that's right to the temple of Sage. The whole crowd booed at that one. Ooh, the captain reeling, seeing some stars, but still some work to do. Coleth nicking that one away. Sage skips a challenge. Colter to McCluskey. Swings it to Foreman. Puts it back to McCluskey. Slips that one through, tries to ping it away. Ospreys in some trouble now. McCluskey again. Baker will find it. Releases Maya Bright. Ooh. The hustle, though, for Maya Bright forces the turnover and another throw in. Here's Taylor. Colter. Ospreys doing well on defense. How do they turn it upfield? Starts with Zapata. Denied by Baker. That's been a battle to watch. Maya Bright. Finds Sage again. Turns to the defender. Goes to the cross. Blocked. Will she have a second opportunity? Lays it off for Coleth. She could swing it in. She does. That's a wonderful ball. Oh, my word. Ravitz served up. Just couldn't convert. The crowd wasn't sure if it was a cross or a shot near the tie until it found its intended target. It was a cross all along. Zapata, the intended target of that goal kick. Amber Baker, great defensive work. And a Cruyff move back. Beauty. Penn Fusion, chain of passes to work it up the field. Ravitz, another chance. Turns it around. Flicks it to Colter. Goes for could go for the left. Decides not to. Finds Foreman. We'll send it back. She's on sides. The swing in. Who's there? Nobody's home to answer. And the ball helplessly out of bounds. Singular sub. This time Sage, the captain, will take a seat. Well, rightly so, especially taking that one shot to the temple. That hurts. Fisher will fill in. These 50-50 balls have been an interesting moment for both teams. It's very tough for either side to actually find some confident possession on the ball, you feel. Just been counterattack after counterattack. Zapata getting some applause from the away fans on the opposite bleachers. And rightly so, 2 goals in this second half. Ospreys with it now. Colter. Pass denied. Left kind of Colter out to dry. Didn't have many options on that side of the field. Colith in support. She'll turn it over. Ospreys with the turn. Maya, a great challenge. So aggressive is she to get the ball back, and it's given away. Oh, it's deflected, apparently. All right. Maya will send it back. Benina will pop it up. Almost getting lost in the lights now as the sun is fully set. Rabitz challenging for this one. Foreman, that is not somebody you want to face, a juggernaut on that left side. Bruce, number 23 on defense for Penn Fusion, was subbed in early in that first half and has kind of just found her footing in that back line. They haven't rotated her out since. She's doing some good work. We'll have to do some good work now as the Ospreys on the attack. Foreman, get the final touch on it, push it wide. Now, Umbro, of course, is our leading sponsor for us at Game and Frame. So you can go to their website, that's umbroteam.com, to design your team kit for free. And of course, it's produced by Umbro and designed and worn by you. Of course, the summer season, there's a lot of summer leagues. You want to get those sweet, sweet kits ready for some of those games that you're about to play. Head over to Umbro now. Baker, my word. Well done. Kluski couldn't help her out there, but Baker finds herself out of position. Fisher called into action. Looks for the back post cross. Papinga is there. She releases it quickly. Finds McCluskey, and now an on-running Foreman. There are not many white shirts ahead of Foreman, however. It was tough to pick out the right pass. Didn't find anyone. Released on this left-hand channel are the Ospreys now. Tried the opposite shoulder run, not the right pass there. That's a lucky break for the team in white. 2-2, a point apiece. Should all things stay the same. Neither team, these rivals, do not want to go home with just a point. They want the win. They want the pride of saying, I got you this time. And this is where Penn Fusion always seems to excel the most, when they move the ball quickly up the field. Maya Bright on running, ball just too far ahead. But those counterattacking situations seem to cross up the field with their one-touch passing, Penn Fusion. It's wonderful to see. A great individual skill from the Ospreys. Rabitz to Maya Bright. She runs into the box, dangerous, goes for the far posts. Grace Keene gobbles it up. Defense holding strong for the Ospreys. Haven't really had too much in the open play in terms of shots on goal. It's all been those set pieces that have caused them some problems. Rabitz tried to center it, but nobody there. There's Bruce. We'll shield that one out of bounds. Well done. We'll have a substitute for the Ospreys. That'll be of the forward variety, some more attacking prowess for the away side. McCluskey to bring it down. Finds Rabitz. Will maintain possession. Well done. Good switch here to Fisher. try to distribute. You feel like Penn Fusion, they're missing Lily Phillips in the midfield. A wizard with the passes is she. That one cut out. We'll stay with Penn Fusion for now. Fisher and Koleth working well together. Fisher, shot from range, right into the breadbasket of the goalkeeper. No harm done. Time dwindling for either side. Will there be a heroine in this match? Plenty of standout stars for sure. Desiree Zapata for the Ospreys. Benima for Penn Fusion. Maya Bright, of course. So plenty of things to work with for both of these teams. There's Benima now. Puts Fisher out wide. Koleth, a turn in. Here's Foreman. We know she's always going to run forward, puts her head down. Waits for the team to catch up this time. Patience, you love to see it. Maya with some strength. Forces the ball, a turnover again. You can see the moon rising on the far side, now peeking on the other side of the clubhouse. A full moon on this night. Some more personnel changes for both sides as they vie for the final push. The home opener, the season opener for Penn Fusion. Well fought from both of these squads, but tie is 1 point. 3 is so much better. The shot, the turn, and out of bounds. Grace Keene, the goalkeeper, has been under too much threat from these long-ranged efforts from Penn Fusion. Benima put it back to Papinga. It's a quick one-time pass over to Bruce. Closed down immediately from the Ospreys. Wiggles free, however, and a good turn from McCluskey. Tries to cut it inside. The Ospreys putting their bodies on the line once again. Put to the spot. Becca Miller was offsides. Oh, so close for the forward to poke it past the keeper. That's a right idea. That was off the back of McCluskey. A brilliant ball in. Keene again. Amber Baker has been a stout defender this entire match. Unfortunate to roll out of bounds on her there. Fisher, though, will back her up. Those two working well in tandem on that back line. Running out of room, the Ospreys. Well, some lovely moves. Becca Miller sends it over to Koleth. Out of bounds again, steadily marching forward the home side. Koleth, some wonderful control. He's got to get those passes a touch better, and that one will find the mark. Easy come, easy go, I guess, as it turned over to the Ospreys. That will ping off a hand, and will be called no advantage given this time. Ospreys with a free kick from distance. We'll just put this into the blender for sure, right at the top of the 18. Wonderful ball. A lot of people rise and fall. A diving effort. Papinga denies it once more. Great acrobatic skill, but we've got two players down on the Ospreys in the middle of the box. They are hurting. They are reeling as they stepped over each other. That one finally out of bounds. And the whistle will be called. Looks like that's Mia Abbey and Desiree Zapata, the two leading goal scorers for the Ospreys. Both challenging for the ball, ended up challenging each other instead. Not much left in this one now. You imagine probably 1 or 2 extra minutes, especially as Zapata is receiving some treatment. She's got that knee brace on. I think she'll have to hobble off the field and won't be able to finish this game. They'll need her on this set piece for sure. One final opportunity for the Ospreys. Will this be a moment of magic? The corner kick flies in and immediately goes out of bounds. Didn't even an opportunity for anybody to get on the end of it. That chance wasted. Will they be fortunate to find another? Penga pushes it up. Good rising challenge from the Ospreys to win it back. Cut inside, and that is a dangerous leg. No whistle is called. Ospreys continue forward. This will roll to Papinga. There were some on-running players, but gets to it first. Outlet is Foreman. Breaks some ankles, goes through another challenge, goes through 3. This person will not be denied. Maya Bright, the heroine. Oh, a dangling leg. McCluskey! So close, and yet so far. It will remain level here in Downingtown. Grace Keene didn't have to have many saves in the second half, but did the one that mattered most. Keeps the sides equal. Ospreys were offsides, but only just. Hoofed on forward to find Becca Miller. The Ospreys will force Papinga to scoop it up. Intelligently lets it roll into the box first. Launches that one in the night. Becca Miller lays it off. Colith. Some trickery and the overlapping run to Fisher. She goes for the immediate cross. Had a couple of teammates there. No opportunities, though. Another cross cut out. That one's offside. Papinga has to be good and is. Very dangerous, wonderful turn from McCluskey. We'll send it on to Becca Miller. Is looking for another teammate. Lays it off to Maya Bright. This is her opportunity, Maya Bright! And a huge save, massive, from Grace Keene. Stays big once more. Another corner. I've lost count at this point, Isaac. There have been so many in this game, but this might be the one that counts. Maya Bright. And that one will go out as well. 2 corners up, 2 corners down. feel like there might not be much left in this one. One more play, one more chance, and the whistle will be sound. Goal kick, not good enough, and Colith could go for a long-ranged effort. We'll put it on to Becca Miller, who is offsides. Another chance squandered. And that will be the last play, and it'll end here in Downingtown 2-2. The Ospreys and Penn Fusion stay equal at the end of it all. No revenge for the home side, but they start off the season with a point, and they'll be happy with that. Of course, I'm Phil Boda with Isaac Jersey, our cameraman, producer, and this is Game and Frame. We'll see you tomorrow for another epic showdown in the WPSL.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University, and I play forward. The salt air case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards, so I know that they're together, and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer, and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game and Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
Welcome back, Game & Framers. It's Phil Boda here, and I'm with Eden Venema, the goal scorer for Penn Fusion. We've got a couple questions for you. The first one is about that goal. It was off a set piece. There were over 20 corners in that game, but walk us through your goal.
So Lily just played a really good ball, and it honestly went straight to my head after we did our rotation. So then I just tried to head it down, and it happened to go in. So it was pretty happy. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, hey, any defender, that's what they're there to do, especially on those set pieces. Yeah. Well, you got a point today. That's a pretty good result, but I know you are 6-time conference champions. What is the goal for this season?
I mean, the goal is definitely to come out with the conference title. I mean, most of us played on Penn Fusion, so we have really good chemistry together. So kind of just narrowing that down, finding up the details, and I think we'll be good to go for the conference title.
Okay,
yeah.
Awesome. Some great defensive effort, some great offensive effort. Are there any other players? Who do you want to shout out while we have you on the stream here?
Yeah, I think Amber, my other defender, did really well. I think we shut them down pretty much, and it was unfortunate that they had the 2 goals, but I think we were locked down back there. And obviously, I think the whole team, we played really well. And that got a little hectic at the end, but I think we're just, once we get more practices in, we'll calm it down and we'll be ready to go.
That's right. New team, new season, but Penn Fusion looking to get back on top. Well, that's it for us, Game & Framers. We'll see you tomorrow for another epic clash here in the WPSL.